unfriendly face on the panel, Karen Barber.
A British champion and European medalist with a mind as sharp as his blades, Nikki Slater.
He always takes care to give our stars constructive and helpful insults, Jason Gardner.
Our brand new judge, and I'll tell you who I want, who I really, really want, Emma Bunton.
And the responsibility of being head judge is on his shoulders, European and Olympic ice champion Robin Cousins. Good evening, Ice Panel. Now, Robin, last week the girls kicked off the series in style, but what do the boys need to do to get those points up this week?
We always talk about it, and it's all about keeping those nerves under control. We saw last week with a couple of the ladies what happens when you let them take control of you. These boys need to step out onto the ice and perform with conviction as if they've been doing it for months.
OK, which of course they haven't. Jason, last week some of the girls experienced the wrath of your tongue. Are you going to behave yourself tonight?
Well, look, I just call it as I see it, you know, and I just want the boys to commit to a solid performance all the way through. And remember that it's called dancing on ice, so I want to see some dancing.
OK, all right, thank you, judges. Ladies and gentlemen, our Ice Panel.
A word from the judges, Holly.
Thank you. Nikki, let's come to you first of all. A 2 there.
Yes, a 2, and that reflects really the speed and some of the lack of confidence in certain of the moves. But I find myself smiling when I watch the pair of you skate. You have a good neckline, you're presenting out, you don't look nervous out there, so I think you've accomplished a lot for your first week. And if you can build on that, I can see you progressing and getting a lot more speed. It'll be impressive.
Thank you, Nikki. Emma, from a performance point of view, how did Hillary do?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I would like to say you are the oldest contestant we've ever had on this show, and I think as you get older, you lose nerve. So I think it's very, very brave of you. Your posture wasn't great, and I feel like you need to support your partner a little bit more. But it was surprisingly endearing. I loved it. It's sweet.
OK, judges, thank you very much.
The whole very good judges.
Wow, great scores from the judges. Emma, you're like bursting at the seams.
Yes! I thought you were feisty and you were exciting and flirty. I would love to dance with you. You lost the timing. You lost the timing a little bit, but I couldn't take my eyes off you. I'm not sure whether that's the muscles or your performance, but I loved it.
Me too, Emma. Me too. Jason, what about you?
Well, I mean, look, there were moments where there was great energy and enthusiasm, and there were some moments where it was a bit like Frodo on steroids, right? And why I'm saying that is because, you know, you've just got to watch. Sometimes you have infantile arms, right? They're very strong. You've got to get some soft fluidity through them. I did think you had great partnering with your partner. It was good arm lifts, but you know, with a bit more focus and practice, I think you could be lord of your rink.
I like it. But Robin, that's all we're talking about, pushing yourself, and that's what Danny did.
And I'm glad I get a chance to say this because Chris and Jane obviously see this fantastic potential you have, and the idea that they can push somebody this hard week 1 shows us what you are capable of doing. My observation would be very careful that you will need the basics however long you get to stay with this series. If you let them get away with you now, they will fall away later and it will cost you, but you have such potential. I can't wait to see what the weeks will bring.
It's so exciting, isn't it? Judges, thank you, thank you.
Well done. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Thank you. Robin, let's come to you, please.
Yeah, you talk about the strength and confidence. What it needs is passion and some drama to go with it. And it's, for this particular performance, it's also about the speed. And you made everybody else look like speed demons. It was really quite slow and very laboured in places. It is great that you have this wonderful stature, you have the dance training. It now needs to help you play catch-up. If you're going to be around, it's going to need to really notch up quite a few.
OK, thank you. Emma, a 3 from you.
Yeah, firstly, I love my job. You look so gorgeous. Your body's amazing. I thought your lines were beautiful. Yes, I would like to see, obviously, some more speed in your skating, but you conveyed so much emotion in that. For me, personally, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Karen?
Yeah, training hasn't been consistent. It was slow, it was cautious. This has been your best week. I hope you're here next week because I want to see you skate more, and I've seen you more relaxed in training. I want that will come out now, hopefully with more confidence.
Okay, judges, thank you so much.
Thank you, Holly.
Thanks a lot.
Holly.
Okay, Jason, let's come to you.
Yes, Mikey, it was a shame about the slips. I mean, it even hit from the entrance, you know, and I think that sort of got the better of you. I don't think that you didn't bounce back from those slips. Certainly the one after, you know, into the end there really got away from you, I felt. Good choreographic interpretation. I was impressed with that. Keep your head up, though. You know, you tend to look down onto the ice too much.
Okay.
But as week one, not a bad effort from him.
Absolutely. I think he was... do you know, also, I know how difficult it is working with a band and then having to come and do something on your own. It's so difficult. But you know what? It's your time to shine, baby. And I think your performance was strong. The moonwalk was very cool. It's such a shame about the slip-up. But, you know, for me, the boys have been stronger, more elegant, more graceful than the girls last week. And I'm quite surprised by that.
Okay, not so girl power tonight. Robin, technique with
Very,
him?
very, very strong. As I said, you said at the beginning, you're used to standing behind the other boys in the band. If you hadn't had that slip, these boys here would have been standing way behind you. You have a natural skater's posture, which is great. You can't teach it, you just have it. And I'm very excited to see how you will progress in the weeks to come.
Thank you so much.
I am going to ask you one by one to give me the name of the skating star you want to save and see perform again next week. Karen.
Tonight, although the effort was there, the skill wasn't. I'm saving Gary.
Nikki.
I'm going to miss having a great entertainer on the show. I save Gary.
2 votes for Gary. Jason.
Gary.
There we go. You can see what's happened. Let's hear from Emma.
Bobby, you really made me laugh, but this is dancing on ice, not comedy on ice. I'm saving Gary.
And finally, Robin.
I don't think either of you should have been in the skate-off, but I have to go with the better skater. I save Gary.
It's a clean sweep for Gary. He skates next week.